and we are here at the Belcon Bridge. We are waiting any minutes. We've seen the service boat come in already. When the service boat comes in, we know it's going to be a few minutes before the teams are seen from around the corner. Lewis is joining me here this morning. He's going to be sharing the stats with us, as well as tell us a little bit about the history of the race. Lewis, have they passed Buka Shell as yet?
It seems not. I just called there and they're cheering, but the guy is not really sure if the canoes are already passing or they're coming very close to it. But let me tell you that the first, the first and I think the only service boat we saw is already came in, which is the Coast Guard team, which is a service boat. But we are already 2 hours, 34 minutes in the race for today's leg, and Westrock needed 12 minutes to gain on the Belize Bank. I don't think so. I think probably 2 seconds right now, not the 12 minutes they need, but they're coming close by. I think Belize Bank and Westrock are going to give us a sprint to the finish, because they're really neck to neck right there. And Cubs Arm is in 5th place. Joseph and Taylor is right there. So in the first 6 teams we see, and we see 2 intramural teams. We have Whatever Boys, and we also had the Crime Fighters too, right in the first 10. And very interesting though, the Coast Guard and the Black Orchid, which, I mean, there's only 3 minutes from each other. They were right there, I mean, together. When they came into the Halover Creek, they were like touching with each other. It's like, we're here, we're not leaving you. And we saw Coast Guard take a little advantage, like 1 canoe ahead, and Black Orchid just regain it back. And that's going to be a race within the race. And actually, although that Black Orchid does have around 12 minutes, and there's an official information I'm giving, it's going to be a race, because the first 2 days, that's when Black Orchid made a lot of time against Coast Guard, but yesterday they were neck to neck, and so it's going to be a race. Although Black Orchid, if it keeps that pace, they will be pretty much there. There they are.
That's right, they are here. This is what we are waiting for. This is what we have been waiting for. We're waiting to see the guys come around that bend. I tell you, this is what everybody has been waiting for. In the distance, we can see Westrock. I don't know what happened. Westrock is in a clear lead coming into the river, into the Belcon area.
Something happened in that cathedral on the Halover Creek there, where all the mangroves are, and so I would believe that whatever happened there, well, let's see, because 12 minutes, I don't see Belize Bank any at all, and 12 minutes, it's very close. It's very close.
This would mean that the time now is going to be changed drastically for all the teams. The lead for Belize Bank would be cut down.
Well, the lead, and probably, I mean, I don't see anything from them. So what we will do is we will actually be able to get the correct time when they come, and let's see. No, actually, Belize Bank is on this side of the river. That's why we couldn't see them. And Westrock is actually sprinting already. Look at them. They knew they had to advance, so Westrock will probably move from 5th place. Remember, I told you they only were 66 seconds behind Whatever Boys. That's already gone. Now, can they beat Niche and the Cub Brothers, the BTL Cub Arms? They needed 4 minutes and 47 seconds. They might have it. I don't see any. I don't see Niche. I don't see Cub Arms.
This could be what that separates 2nd and 3rd place and 4th place at this point in time.
Definitely. There they go. There they come. Westrock, the Cruz Brothers, Westrock. There they come. They're coming to the finishing line. They're all by themselves. All by themselves. There they go. And
that's right. They look strong. They look good. They're not holding up. They're giving it their last energy. They're looking good. You know, these guys are looking good. This will be the image that Westrock and all the fans out here remember for this year's La Ruta Maya.
There they are. The cruise guys from West Rock made it in 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 26 seconds. Now, I'm going to be calculating with Cubs Arms and Niche because that's a fight for second place. Remember, that was a 12-minute lead from Belize Bank, so Belize Bank comfortably takes the lead anyway.
All right, Belize Banks will be declared this year's La Ruta Maya Belize River Challenge champions as soon as they cross this line, but definitely West Rock put on a show for us this morning.
They did. I mean, we saw them when they left Boom, and they were really, really doing a number there. They were in front, and they seemed not to give up, and they were pushing as hard as they could. There comes Belize Bank Bulldogs. Armin Lopez, the captain of the team, coming to the finishing race at 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 24 seconds.
Armin Lopez, Belize Bank teams, they are the winners for this year's La Ruta Maya Belize River Challenge. Guess who's coming? BTL's Cubs Arm.
Let me tell you, that was a 1 minute and 2 seconds lead, West Rock from Belize Bank.
That's right. Now we have BTL's Cubs Arm and Whatever Boys.
Wow. Whatever Boys team in there. There comes the Cub Arms.
Oh, Niche. Sorry, Niche.
Okay, Cub Arms putting a sprint now. Cub Arms going. Cub Arms going. And there they go. They're putting a sprint now against Niche. And they're, let's see, 2 hours and 40 minutes.
BTL's Cubs Arm passing the line here in third place today and Niche in fourth place. This is the order in which they come into the Belcan Bridge. This is the order in which they come into Belize City. If we can look out in the distance, we see another team coming there. We see a bunch with 4 canoes coming in. But guess what? Look under the bridge. Under the bridge is where you see the spirit of the Ruta Maya. You see all 4 teams stopping, talking, kind of like gathering.
And waiting for the rest of teams to come in.
There you go.
And chatting, they're chatting, and it's a sportsmanship that not much other sports have. After you finish the race, everybody goes about their business. These guys hang out, talk, and they will be eating together. They will be hanging out, talking about strategies. They'll be talking, I did good. And that's one thing I love about Armin Lopez. He's so cool, and he's willing to share his experience, his knowledge with other people.
That's right, because I'm sure that he helped to train. He's also related to the guys from West Rock. He helped to train them, and he's related to them. He's related to the guys from Whatever Boys. But guess what? You can see all of them under there having a good time. What we see now is Joseph and Taylor, Whatever Boys, and quite a number of other teams coming in at this time.
That's right. I must say comfortably Belize Bank has the overall win. And Niche has the second place. No, we'll have to look at. No, yeah, that's right. Niche, Cub Arms, and West Rock. It doesn't seem that it will change much as of what yesterday happened.
This is a race coming in here. This is a race. Earlier we see Joseph and Taylor ahead of Whatever Boys. But guess what? The Whatever Boys and Joseph and Taylor are going to be fighting to the end.
And they're coming. Remember, I told you it's a race between a race, and I said Joseph and Taylor, again with the Whatever Boys, they're coming along and they're sprinting now. Joseph and Taylor had a little mishap there. They had to really straighten the canoe, and so it's going for the race. It's going neck to neck. Joseph and Taylor picking up speed. Yeah. Joseph and Taylor picking up speed. They're picking up speed. Whatever Boys coming right behind and right in front. Let's say neck to neck, and it's going to be Whatever Boys by 0.05 of a second.
And then behind them we have Happy Cow.
Happy Cow has been actually just smoothly running this race. No hustle, just going down the river, and they're doing pretty good.
We have D&A Construction in the distance. D&A Construction, this is Doyle and Avigillet's company in Burrell Boom. It's their sons paddling on this team as well. They too have done extremely well. I think the coming in with Joseph and Taylor, I think that Jerry, who is on front, who paddled for other teams in the past, I think he slowed it down a little bit to prevent colliding into Whatever Boys.
That's right. We noticed that, and that's sportsmanship too, because you don't want to create any animosities in the race.
Now we see D&A Construction. They are taking their strokes steady. They're taking business seriously, and they are doing well. D&A Construction.
They were not in the first 10 as of yesterday. That's why I don't have them in my stats. But there they go. Look at them. Really nice jerseys. Now, the race is coming. It's Black Orchid versus Belize Coast Guard Ace, which is the two mixed teams. But I only see one of them. I don't see the other one.
From the distance, it looks like it is Black Orchid. I can't be sure just yet. You know, as time go by, my eyesight start fading. I can't see as well as I used to be able to see. But I'll tell you what.
D&A, all right. Well, no, that's not the race between the race, or it is. That's the Coast Guard team coming there, and behind is the Black Orchid. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. Nope, there they are, the two teams coming close to each other. Again, it's a race between a race. That's in intramural. We know that whatever boys won intramural overall, they did a wonderful job. And now we are coming out to the mix category, and that's where we're going to find out who will be the winner in the mixed category. There they are, neck to neck.
This is Black Orchid, I tell you. This team here is Black Orchid. They have separated themselves from their competition.
Coast Guard. Wow, they were neck to neck coming into Haulover Creek. I am impressed at their performance.
This little girl in the middle, I mean her, the guy that paddled for the Sprouts, these guys, I don't know all of them. One of them is a Sanchez as well. These guys have done exceptionally well. Congratulations to the Black Orchid team. They came in here in the top 10, first in their category, and they look strong and good and healthy. Let's see who's coming up here in the distance. Ruth Amaya.
2 hours and 45 minutes goes for Black Orchid. Wow. That's that's impressive, because they were with Coast Guards coming into Haulover, and Coastal Seed way behind. That means that Black Orchid really put a sprint coming out into the open of the Haulover Creek.
Now we see three other teams making their way under the Balkan Bridge. They will eventually make their way under the Balkan Bridge. They're coming in for this year's LaRuth Amaya Belize River Challenge. We see Team Police on the right side. Team of Police, they're going to be the ones on the right. Coast Guards on the left.
They're going for the race. They're going for the sprint. They're going for the sprint. Coast Guard versus Police. Going for the sprint. Coast Guard versus Police. They're going for the sprint. There they go. There they go. And they're moving. But Team Police moving on. Team Police moving faster. Oh, there's going to be a small collision. And to prevent the collision, Coast Guard's ace backed off.
That's right. Team Police held off a little bit to prevent the collision. But I'll tell you what. Nonetheless, this is the kind of show that you love. You don't like it. You love it.
That's right.
Now we see the Coast Guards, another team for the Coast Guards coming in as well. This is a mixed team for the Coast Guards. One thing I have to say that I noticed about this team is when they're crossing the finish line, they don't ease up, you know. Crossing doesn't mean, just when they're getting to it, you think, oh, they're the only ones there. But every second and every part of a second counts for them.
It does, it does, it does. And let me tell you something. The challenge for many of these paddlers, apart from winning, is to finish the race. It's the most important thing. Let me finish. And if you are all the way behind in your category, you pick somebody to race with. And like what you saw just now, Police versus Coast Guard. And they were paddling, they were making their own race. And they did a nice show for everybody who's out here today.
That's right. LaRuth Amaya Belize River Challenge continues right here from the Balkan Bridge. We need to thank our sponsors in the time being. When you think Pasta Ina. When you think of a place to rent a car or purchase a car, Crystal Auto Rental. If you're in the city and you're looking for a place to stay, the Princess Hotel is definitely the place that I recommend that you stay. When you're looking for caps and shirts and T-shirts, Creative Marketing. At Creative Marketing, their slogan is everything is possible. We see Nescafe, Team Nescafe, Nestle and Nescafe coming in.
When I was coming on the Philip Golson Highway, I peeped and I saw some nice for sale signs of some really nice vehicles at Crystal Auto Rental, and I'm going to be visiting pretty soon.
That's right. We see another team coming in here. This is the Black Jaguars team. UB Black Jaguars, looking good, looking strong. That is an intramural team, and these guys are amazing. They have to go to school, they got to study all that, and they still have time to paddle.
And you know, canoeing is a sport that takes a lot more time. It's a team sport. You cannot say, well, in football,